Hello everyone, Kim Russo here coming on. I haven't done a video in a while, but here I am. I felt the call, I felt the urge. I know that I would like to share what Spirit is sharing with me, and I would love to hear. You can share what your intuition or your spirit guides are sharing with you, and together we can kind of try to make sense of all of this. But I want to break this down into 3 parts for this quick video, which is many people are asking me, when will this be over? Many people are asking me, will we go back to normal? And many are asking me, what do I feel our future holds? So I want to address the first one. When will this be over? Okay, so many light workers right now, light workers meaning you already are awake, you knew something big was happening on the planet and that you knew it was coming soon. You knew we could never go on the way we were going on. You understand there's a bigger picture and this is not all there is. You're receiving downloads of your own gifts and you're opening up to whether you're becoming a healer, a medium, a channeler, a person that can pretty much look beyond the veil and even hear sometimes what other people are thinking. So this is a time right now that the whole planet is rising up energetically. If you want me to get technical with you or science-y, the planet itself has raised its vibration to what's called a Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance has raised so much, and portals have been opening, galactic portals, and light beams are coming in all over the planet. And when these light beams come in, they're touching our heart center. And this is what I wrote all about in my last book, which was released last year in May. And my spirit guides told me that this book needed to get out pronto. I didn't understand it. It really had nothing to do with mediumship, but it has everything to do with what we're experiencing now. And that is, we need to get out of the matrix of the mind and go into the heart center. How do we do that? We don't go back to logic. You cannot go back to the timelines where things happened in the past and you're basing it on probability that it might happen that way again. This is not a time to reflect to old timelines. We're in new timelines, and we're even creating a new timeline in every moment with our thoughts. So that we have no rules now. We're playing by new rules. We're not playing by the 3D anymore, 3-dimensional. That's pretty much what we've been playing with. And that's, if anybody knows astrology, that was all in the sign of Pisces. We're moving out of the sign of Pisces. Pisces is about secrets, hidden agendas, underground situations, things that the public doesn't know about, things that you don't even know about your own family and friends. This is a time where the veil is coming down, truths are coming and rising to the surface, and illusions are dissolving. We're coming out of illusions and we're in the Age of Aquarius. Now, the Age of Aquarius, believe me when I tell you, is about oneness, unity, wholeness. It's not about me, it's about we. Now, we had to have a global event in order to get everybody awake. We had to shake everybody on the planet. How else would that happen? I don't care whose fault this virus is, who did it, who didn't do it, where it came from. This is a synchronistic, higher plan, no matter who did it, to get everybody on the same page. If you can actually go to a higher perspective, yeah, maybe it wasn't done with the best intentions from either a certain human person or a certain person who wasn't, following cleanliness guidelines. Wherever this came from, and trust me, we will find the truth out. This is the time of truth. So there may be some shock waves going through systems when truths come out, and even in your own families. Now that we're kind of being faced to be in the same room or the same home, and anxiety is running high, and people are not thinking, and they're just acting from fear. You're really going to see who is working from the lower vibration and who is kind of being given the grace of God to stay in the faith, to stay in the heart chakra, the heart center. And I wrote this book back in May of 2019. My spirit guides told me that the world needs a book about what's coming. And the last chapter speaks about the book of what's coming. Didn't speak about a virus at all, but spoke about what has to happen now, and how the only way we will be moving through this is through the heart, not through the head anymore. This didn't work. The head is not what's going to get us to the place of enlightenment. It's only through the heart. And I detail with each chapter of this book how you get through working from the heart. Everything about this book, in my opinion, was a predictive guide from my own guides to give to you. And it made no sense to me why they wanted me to write a book that wasn't really about mediumship. So I understand it now. Everything makes sense. Hindsight is 2020. So I'm here to remind everybody to stop looking at what's in front of us. Do I know people are dying? Horrifically, yes. And we're all wondering who's next. Could it be me? Could it be my loved one, my family member? And that is definitely causing anxiety. But I want to remind everybody that, again, if you read both my books, it speaks about the fact that there are many events in this world that a lot of souls usher out at once. Okay, whether they want to help from the other side or they don't choose to be in the physical dimension anymore, doesn't mean they won't be helping and be part of this ascension or this growth in time, where the planet is rising up and so are we. We have to stay in line with the vibrations of the galaxies. Otherwise, we will implode on ourselves. We have to move up. So each time your computer gets an upgrade or your cell phone gets a newer model, we buy right into the newer models and the newer cell phones and the newer downloads and the newer upgrades. So right now we're having a human upgrade. I need you to understand that. So these human upgrade is what living in the heart is all about. When you go and live through the heart, this is where faith comes in. This is where your true mission comes in. I want to also remind everyone, you chose to be here during this tumultuous time on the planet. It doesn't consciously seem that way. Many of you would say, I would not pick this, Kim. I understand that. This is not from a conscious standpoint. This is from a soul mission. You were the brave one. You said, I'm coming in. Some will come in to hold the light. Some will come in to have others follow them. And some will still be working from the fear-based mentality until they get the wake-up call. Okay? So this is a wake-up call for our souls. We wouldn't wake up if it weren't for something so challenging and something so out of our control. If it were easy, it wouldn't be waking us up. We'd be complacent, as we always are. So for those of you who would like to know when this is over, please get off that timeline. The timeline is, it's going to be over for each one individually when you decide which reality you are going to play into. Yes, the reality around us is people are dying. Yes, the reality is there is a virus. The reality is our economy is crashing. The reality is all of this. But Where you will get trapped is when you go to the old mindset. We're already in a new timeline. We're already in a new reality. Upgrade, get your system upgraded, which is through the heart only. This is the only place. This is where you plug in to the higher forces. Quiet your mind and allow an emotion to come through. Even if it's fear, allow it and then release it if you can. You have to understand nothing happens by chance. We are all in this together. We are all raising at the same time. We are all on the same playing field for the first time in any history that any man alive right now can either read about, know about, or preach about. So there's a lot of uncharted territory right now. But the one constant thing and the one sure thing is we are powerful beings. And we have the power to transcend into a higher consciousness, the one that goes above. What if this one passes away? What if this one dies? What if I die? What if there's no food? What if I have no money? This is the time. This is the call for faith. This is the call to humanity to help each other. Now, I also want to talk about the fact that there are a lot of dark forces roaming our planet right now. It's always been dark forces against the light or light against darkness. And that's what polarity is. You can't have one without the other. But what we can do as a human race is we can learn, love, forgive, and show the way. So it happens with you first. There's always going to be bad people. There's always going to be darkness. There's always going to be